Like, let's be completely honest. Yeah, negative 2 people without playing in some sort of creative or cheat mode, because there are people who play through in more creative modes that like play semi normal that that just like skip some of the more expensive building stuff, like material costs for buildings. It's like, okay, well, we'll design this base in creative, and then we can just like paste it in a normal playthrough. Oh, I'll be one of those people that'll be getting up to the Mark IV stuff. I will definitely be getting up to the Mark IV stuff. I did that before Pi Alien Life on a regular playthrough once. I am one of those people who has actually gotten to uh, quantum computing before Alien Life. Now I have to do it at Alien Life. Anyway, so we've got things. These are moving. These are things which are moving, and we are about to overflow, which is nice to start getting that out. Uh, what actually needed the Faugi? You directly need it. So the next thing, we've got the meat. We've got... Oh, it's the seeds you need. Right. I have forgotten the point. The point is the seeds. The point is the seeds. I don't need the Kikalk itself, I need its seeds. So this actually needs to be built like so. This gets built this way. Yeah, we aren't using the Kikalk, we're using the seeds. Alright. Well, that's nifty. We also need the meat. Why am I not getting the meat? Oh, right, because I need the... I need the thingies. Yes, these beautiful things known as barrels. The reason for bringing the steel... Excuse me, I want that. Yes, that half the stack. Probably don't need that many barrels, but we shall see. Because I need enough to be in the machine, I need enough to be sort of backed up here, as well as then on the outflow-ish. I mean, I'm okay if it like starts backing up about there-ish. So I think I'll cut that there, and we should be good. It doesn't really matter exactly how many barrels you have in this system, as long as you have enough to have barrels, water-filled barrels, in the buildings and on the belt at all times, enough so that it always stays past the first inserter in the line. That's all that really matters. What matters, though, that you avoid is that you don't want the barrels all the way backed up to here, preventing this from outputting, and then backing up here and backing up this, because that will choke the system if you have too many. By the way... Oh boy, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. By the way, what? What are we by the way-ing? See, yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. We have seeds and meat. We have our, we have our, we have our veggies as well as our protein. Beautiful meat proteins. Yay! Also, of course, the meat has the randomized sprites as well. So, hey, we've got We've got various cuts of meat flowing down the line. Okay, we've got all of that. I need to bring fish, tin, salt from the trains, and I need to make seaweed and fawagi. I now need to make the seaweed and fawagi. Oh boy. So seaweed. I should be carrying around some seaweed. Yep, seaweed right there. I need limestone for the seaweed, so am I doing the limestone? I should be doing limestone all the way over here. But I usually want to keep these things separate, and this will tell me everything combined. Yeah, 0.5. 0.05 for one whole seaweed crop. One whole beautiful seaweed will be one soil extractor. Just one. One beautiful and glorious soil extractor. Giving us limestone. Whee. I don't like that spacing. That's better spacing. Better. I'm actually going to do that right there. And that. And that. So, build to plan for potential scaling in future. Always try to build, even if you only need the one thing. Always try to build to scale in the future. Where are you? There you are. Always good to try to play somewhat efficiently. And of course we need the power. Yeah, the meat randomization I think has been here the whole time. With Alien Life, it's existed the whole time with Alien Life, at the very least. Updated with the release of Alien Life to have the random sprites. The random sprites are for meat and bones. And I think also, like, it's all of the things. So it's brains and skin, most likely, also has stuff. At least I think the brains are random. I think the brains are random. I know the fish are random. I know that uh, the stuffs. Maybe lard. Is lard random? Lard should be random. All the things. Bones. All the things. Guts are random. Guts are random. I know that for certain. The yes, the lab equipment is random. The small parts are random. The advanced small parts are random. The special small parts are random. Lots and lots of things are randomized. You in, you out. Yay. That will combine with a thing. That will be Fawagi. We need one whole Mark II Fawagi plantation. Where is it? One whole beautiful and glorious Fawagi plantation. Filled with all of the Fawagi. Doing the water recipe. No reason not to. Like, is that even the spacing? It's off of one tile, but sure. Bones, brains, fish guts, manure. Yes, manure. Meat, seedlings. Yes, seedlings. Logs, too. Stoppers as well. Yep, stoppers. Glassware as well. Yeah, this stuff. lab equipment. Of course, all the ores, all the major ore types are random. That's the small parts. Do I even still have... I don't have glassware here anymore. This is somewhat sad. Yeah, I don't have glassware coming out anymore because I'm producing it all locally. 'Tis a shame because glassware is also random. I don't know, there's several things that are random. Several things. All right, how many doohickeys? Two. Two whole spore collectors. Beautiful and glorious. I am using the correct recipe, right? It doesn't tell me the recipe I'm using. That is spacing, sure. Again, build for scale. Which means hashtag 1 extra tile, 2 extra tiles. Doinky. Yeah, yeah. I think I have the wrong one here. Which recipe is this? That is a shame that it doesn't tell you. I have the 60%. That one. Oh, really? What? Why did that go from... Okay. Sure. I was using the 40%? All right. I was using the wrong... So I was using the wrong recipe. I was using the lesser, the worse recipe, not the better one. Which means I don't need any of this crap. I don't need any of that. I can just do that. Just right in directly 1-to-1 for the amount that I need for this. As we scale, this changes. Pretty sure that I think the Mark II would be able to output enough to feed the 1.22. Yeah, the Mark II goes crafting speed 1-to-2. Yes, let's see. Can I see from here? The craft. Oh, I can't. I can't see it from here. I'm assuming that the crafting speed goes up to 2. I can see it from here. Hey, buddy. You there. Your crafting speed does go up to 2. And then 3 and then 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, double 50%. And then not 50%. And then really, really bad. It's +1, but that's a bad percentage. And it's not good percentage. Output, please. I save that. We have that. Alright. And that just leaves 2 more belt lines in from the trains, from train station, for the fish, tin, and salt. We need fish, we need tin, we need salt. So off we go. Really? Really? Alright. Well, obviously, I'm gonna go down like so. Alright, who's fish, who's tin, and who is salt? I also need, like, source of steam. Alright. Salt is here. How much salt? How much salt? It is that much. Oh, the fish needs to also go here. Uh... So that means I'm going to have fish and ash share a line, and then salt and tin. So salt and tin, and then fish and ash, and fish and ash would be better on the further line, this line. So salt and tin. Oh, right, and I still need to make the ash, so yay! Let's get that down so that I can do that like so. Fish are just gonna go down as per normal. And success! Glorious, beautiful randomized fish. Alright. Off we go. Down to here. Okay. So, ash won't get used until the actual Korlex itself, so we will start with the food. Start with food. It's ever so slightly unfortunate that I did not have the steam there, which means, hey, we get to cheat, I guess. So, hey, by the way, that's a thing you can do. This has been a bit the behavior of the clay pit from the start, the very beginning, the entire time I've played the Pie Suite. This has been the behavior of Steam and the clay pit. That just you can direct feed steam into clay pit, and then it will share between all the buildings. But also, it passes through. Yeah. This has just been a thing for so long at this point that there's no real point in fixing it. If anything, I would just straight up define this as input and output. Just the these, just the same as these, because that's what they effectively are at this point. Is they're these. So just yeah, make them make them these so that people know that these do in and out. Just yeah, that port. Otherwise, people would have to make really big changes, really big dramatic changes to the clay setups. Because every single one of my clay setups looks a little bit like this. Every single one looks a little bit like this, and then the best clay setups end up being that repeated several times. Congratulations, that's a clay setup right there. And you just need one input because it shares all the steam. One input per block. Alright, let's get the factory down. Factory, yes, you. Here is our factory that will make the beautiful and glorious Korlex food. The beautiful and glorious, where is it? Oh, Korlex food. Korlex food, right there. Yeah, that's the one. So steam, salt, tin, faugi, fish, kickalk, seaweed, meat. 7 inputs. You know, just casually 7 plus steam. So this is there are various ways of doing this type of setup. I'm going to show the 3 belt on one side method. By far the easiest logistically would be just to have one extra line on the other side, but we're going to make use of this space, this beautiful space that I have here this time. Because what one can do is that. Ta-da! Now the actual input speeds here are meh. I'd require 3 per second on some of this, so in all actuality, I would prefer doubling this. And having it like so. Just to make sure I have the proper throughputs on all that type of stuff. Of course, it would probably be easiest if this was the fish, but yeah, that's going to be a little bit more difficult than one would hope. There's our steam. Alright, it's 4. It's 4, so either way I have to do this. Alright. Sure. Fantastic. This will be fish. This will be fish. And then it's pretty simple from here. Ta-da! Korlex food. There it goes. Beautiful, beautiful little Korlex food. Limited only by the Falgi at this point. We're not actually going to be operating this fully at the full 0.45. In fact, it's only going to operate at around 0.06 ultimately to feed what we need to feed at this point in time. Get that pin back. This just uses so much space. So much space. Okay, that's the food. That's the food. Next is the ash. And I also need to get the pipe in on the sulfuric. So let's get the pipe for the sulfuric and then think about what I'm going to do with the ash. Alright, so here's the sulfuric. That's going to be a pipe out. All rocks must die. All rocks must die. Horrible, terrible, awful deaths. Yeah, if I click the decrease, it'll get rid of some stuff, but how much info do I need? All the info, all the info would be great. All of the info. My issue here is not really the width, it's the length of it. It's the length that's the issue. In fact, it goes behind my head. That's how long this window is, and I'm not gonna have it all the way over here, blocking all of that real estate. It's like, I could have it over here. It's not where my eyes are used to looking, because I have to look to the right to see my beautiful chat box. So it's like, do we go with this, but then lose even different real estate? Anyway, here's all rocks must die. All rocks must die. Yeah, because it's like I want the input output. I want the input output. Summary tells me machine counts, which is fine. Machine counts and module counts. That's fine. Totals, that's great, but it tells me nothing about input output. So yeah, we're just gonna go and have that sitting right there. That's where I'm used to having it. And just be sure that I'm scrolled appropriately. Big stretch. Alright. Can we get this finished within 19 minutes? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Alright. So. Tar. And gasifiers. What the heck is the icon of the gasifier again? I've completely forgotten. It stacks to 5. Did I not bring any? Oh, I did. There it is. There it is. Alright. You there are doing that. I should always have these. That will make 0.67. How much do I need? 0.53. Huzzah! Success. I can I can I can do this thing. I can do this thing. And output ash. And input tar. Down we go. Oh, tar, I need you. Wherever you are. This spacing is somewhat unfortunate. Please, please, thank you for being long enough. Oh, really? Really? Really, thing? You really gotta be in my way like that. You still are in the way. Hashtag 2 off, actually. 1 off on this dimension, but it was sitting right there. It's like, really? Really, thing? And that should be more than enough tar, right? Defeat a single doohickey. I'm pretty sure that's more than enough tar to defeat a single doohickey. That's 100 per second, effectively. On the tar. So congratulations, we have ash now. I am literally converting tar into ash. That is all I'm doing. Is just tar straight into ash. Excuse me, but that is important. Okay, so I don't even need to do the shared belt on the fish when I can do it on the food instead. The shared can be the empty milk barrels. That's what it can be. Speaking of empty milk barrels, it's that time. Oh, and I need the water as well. This is gonna be interesting. I'll share the belt with the water and milk barrels, oddly enough. That will be the shared belt. Um, yeah, this is a little freaky. All right. So these take empty milk barrels, right? These take empty milk barrels in, but then you have to unempty them. You have to unempty them with that recipe, and then you have to go and feed back those milk barrels for here. So the loop will be actually further away than this. This will be after the Korlex.